Hey there, friends. Lindbergh, Health and Fitness Motivation Podcast. And today I'm feeling a little more sober. This is a tougher one. This month we are looking at stories of people, questions people have, and really just broadening our horizon on all the different things people deal with. And this question came in on a forum that I'm part of it's hard, it's tough. And so let me just read what it is. This is Shirley. She's got a dad who's, she's really concerned about her dad's health and fitness. So let me read what Shirley writes. I need advice. My dad needs to lose weight. He's 5'5" and over 300 pounds, plus a senior citizen with serious health issues. The doctor said he doesn't have much time left if he doesn't lose the weight. Every time I bring up the situation or a game plan, no matter how nice and supportive, he starts attacking me. Same for anyone else that tries to help. I'm at a loss. I don't want to lose my dad. Has anyone else had to help someone that couldn't help themselves before? What approach worked? Also, to add, he's extremely depressed as my little sister just OD'd after getting out of rehab again. Personal, I know, but I think it's important to know how depressed he is also. So first of all, Shirley, thank you for sending this in. And wow. These are tough situations that there's no way I'm going to solve for you in a 5-minute podcast, but we're going to give it a quick shot. Okay. First of all, doctor says he doesn't have much time left if he doesn't lose the weight. I really dislike it when doctors say it's the losing the weight part that they need, because this is so much more complicated than that. Your dad could starve himself and lose weight and be in worse shape than he ever was before. He could wreck his metabolic everything. He could totally wreck his hormones. He could put his body into shock. We obviously don't want that. Now, I know when doctors say lose the weight, they know that that's usually not what's going to happen. There's also gastro bypass surgery, which I am agnostic on. I'm trying to be agnostic on pretty much anything. That's also incredibly complicated, and it causes other kind of health issues and other things too, depending on the person. So just losing the weight in and of itself, not necessarily the right thing to do. You can lose weight and still eat crap. Yeah. So really, it's about getting healthy. And what does it take to get healthy? And I'm really glad you mentioned about your dad's depression, because there is absolutely a mind-body connection between health and mental health. Absolutely undeniable that connection is there. And when it comes to depression, yes, we know exercise helps. Yes, we know it helps people feel better. But holy moly, a depressed person just isn't able to get themselves out the door and exercise. It just doesn't work that way. And so as a non-depressed person, it's really easy to say, I have the solution for you. Just do this. But the problem for your dad, guarantee you, the problem is not knowing what the solution is. Your dad knows what the solution is. The problem is that huge cavern and gap of how to get there. And so a couple more points here. If you're talking about helping your dad, people are not motivated by long-term health goals. They're not. Now, if you have a heart attack and later on, maybe you get motivated and you're motivated for a little while, like sometimes, big life altering thing can motivate you, but just to say, hey, I'm over 300 pounds and I have, say at least 100 pounds to lose, and I'm a senior citizen with health issues. That goal, especially when you're depressed, is so insurmountable that the idea of trying for that goal feels like you're just setting yourself up to fail. And the self-talk is so just horribly difficult for somebody. They just can't even think about going there. And so it's just not fair to bring up, a situation because your dad he's highly aware of the situation, or a game plan, because game plans don't work when you're depressed. And so a couple of things. Yeah, this is going to go over 5 minutes. First and foremost, give yourself, dad, compassion and love. Compassion and love. Make sure your dad knows you love him no matter what kind of health and fitness he has. Make sure your heart is in a place where you really love your dad, regardless of what happens to his health and fitness. Do you love your dad in a way that if he doesn't care for himself physically, and if you do see it hurting himself physically, do you still love your dad? Or, now this goes deep, but this is a podcast, so I'll just say it, right? We've never met. This is just from a form. Or is your love for your dad dependent on how healthy he is? Yeah, I know. It's tough. It's a big thing to think about. But your dad can sense, if people around him just want to fix him because something is wrong with him, or if they really love him and really care for him. And then maybe he'll be open-minded. And I know your thing asks specifically of tangible, what do I do? What do I do? One thing you can do is you can buy your dad a copy of Couch to Active, the book, which is designed exactly for people like him. First couple chapters sometimes can be really motivating, and it breaks through. This book breaks through a lot of stereotypes about exercise and stereotypes about fitness and what it is, and helps people realize, wow, this really is something I need to do. And it doesn't have to be miserable. And it's not rah-rah another, just do what you can. It's like, no, seriously, you can have a life you love and you can have this too. And it's not gonna just be miserable along the way. So get your dad a copy of Couch to Active. Or even better, buy it off my website and put a little note in there, and I'll sign it for him specifically. And then, even just surprise your dad and sign him up for a session with me, and he and I could just talk and see where we can go with this, because these are hard situations and it does seem insurmountable. And your dad's not going to make any great big goals by just deciding he's going to run to the finish line. He's just one day going to decide, maybe I can go for a walk today and have it not be a part of this big grand scheme to fix him. And then maybe another day, maybe I can eat a healthier meal right now today and have it not be a part of this grand scheme thing to change his whole life. And over time, those things will work themselves together, but he's got to want it first. And if he's depressed, it's really hard, and it's just got to take love and compassion, slowly, little teeny tiny successes, little teeny tiny pieces of joy, and he'll slowly, eventually be able to get there. So long road ahead. This is really big, and we went to 8 minutes. This topic needs hours and hours and hours, but I know all of us deal with things like this that are just difficult. So keep loving your dad, keep loving yourself, and hope to hear from you. Alrighty, friends, if you've got somebody in your life that sounds similar to, get them a copy of the book Couch to Active, or sign up for a service with me, or both. That's couch2active.com. Head over to the webpage, www.couch2active.com. Bye-bye now.